Hi, this is Sue Greenwald with the Empowered Light Holistic Expo. I'm here today with Kristalyn, who will be talking at the next Expo on Sunday, May 3rd at noontime. Hey, Kristalyn, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's so good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. Your talk is Sunday, May 3rd on how fiction stories heal the soul. Can you tell me a little bit about, your background and how you got started doing what you do and what you do?
Oh, absolutely. So I have more than 15 years in the independent and traditional publishing industry. I recently pitched my fiction book to 21 movie producer representatives, and 11 of them actually asked for it. So we're in that process right now. I have been given the ability and the talent to know how to create a story that heals on the subconscious level. So I decided to share that with people and make it a healing modality. So what I want to share is how our content choices, the things that we choose to consume in our free time, including fiction, books, and stories, really can be a part of our healing process, but also our rest process. It doesn't have to be a difficult process to heal. It can actually be passive, unconscious, and subconscious. And in fact, that's what's happening anyway. So that's exactly the kind of thing I want to be talking about that day.
So let me ask a question. When you're writing, do you consciously try to put energy into the words, or do they automatically take on the energy that you're trying to project?
It's a little bit of both. I'm actually certified in 15 different holistic practices and therapies. So I do try to plot a little bit, but I have to tell you that I meditate beforehand, and the story is usually teaching me as I'm writing it. And Neil Gaiman has said the first draft is you telling yourself the story. So I'm telling myself the story, or more like God is telling me the story. And then when I go back and revise it, I make sure that the pacing is good, that it serves the energetic points I want to have. In fact, I've devised what I call the high vibe hero's journey. And so it's my own outline structure that I apply to my stories.
Now, so let me ask a question. What will you be talking about at the Expo?
So at the Expo,
yeah.
I'll be discussing what exactly is high vibe entertainment. How can you be a part of high vibe entertainment? How can high vibe entertainment shift the collective conscious? We're going through a paradigm shift right now. There's no denying it anymore. If you want to be a part of that shift, and this is what you feel like you've incarnated in this world and this time for, this is how you can be a part of it, which can work in social media. It can work in content creation, entertainment creation. If you're a singer, if you're an artist of any sort, this is how you can be a part of that movement that really lifts the collective.
I love the way you said that. So many people, now the holistic people that are probably watching this already know that whatever we put into our vibrational field, entertainment, like you said, movies, books, video games, whatever, even the social circles that we're in affect our vibration. But we'll say that the average person doesn't always know that. And so this is for someone that may want to know a little bit more about that, it sounds like.
Yeah, and especially for people who understand or are involved with human design, projectors are out there a lot these days, and they have to wait for an invitation. This is my back door as a projector, where I create the book, which has all the goodies in it, and the invitation is when someone buys it, because it's obviously resonated with them. My message is in there. Everything I want them to know is in there in the entertainment. So this is another way for projectors to receive that invitation, but to thousands and millions and multiples, rather than waiting for a single person to raise their hand. So that's what I hope to accomplish as well.
Excellent. Now, tell me where someone could find out more about your books, like if they wanted to look to see what types of things you've written.
Absolutely. So my name, Kristalyn A. Vetrovich, I believe it's on my little window here, but it's also right here on this card, if you want for spelling reference. This is Pure Fire. It's the one that is hopefully going to be translated into film soon. KristalynaVetrovich.com will show you everything I've got going on.
Excellent. Now tell me how you got started. Tell me kind of like about your life progression. How did you get started writing?
I got started writing when they would just give us simple creative writing assignments in like 5th grade, 3rd grade, and I would just sit and the world would go away. and I would write things and it would just spill out, and it would win awards and people would recognize me for it. And as a projector, what am I looking for, right? Recognition, to be seen. And so it felt good doing it. It was teaching me. It's my meditation, my self-care in a sense, and it was helping other people. So I would send my writing to these. I'm currently in an anthology that's all about mental health with my short story, Till the Battle's End, which is about what it's like to experience mental health in your mind. So it's a glimpse in that world of someone who's facing that struggle, so you can understand how they're feeling, not just what you see of them and what they're allowing to be shown. So I just feel like there's so much more you can see. And when I was 10, I was one of those people. I needed brain surgery and I was going through it a lot, and there was only so many ways I could express it. And writing really just gave me that space, gave me that outlet.
And you have several books that you've already published.
Yes, I think 4 or 5 are available right now, but many more are on the way because I've written 10. So I published 3 or 4 books just last year alone. It's been a very busy couple of years for me getting things out there so that I can take the time to really build the foundation and then the platform so I can reach people with the messages that I have ready for them.
Excellent. And so you're working with a company right now that may turn your book into a movie, or several companies. You're still exploring those possibilities.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
very exciting.
I actually flew out to Los Angeles and went on, it was speed dating style. So I had 2 minutes at a table with producer representatives, and I just had 2 minutes to sell them on it. And they each had a paper where they got to critique me. And when they were returned to me, 11 of them had requested to consider my book.
That's incredible. That is incredible. I wish you the best of success with that.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I know after talking with you, we talked in snippets at the last Expo. Of course, I'm heavily distracted during the Expo, but I know, to say the least, I know that you're an extremely positive person. And I've talked to you in the past about your books. They sound super interesting. So really, it's a matter of people realizing that you're in the Pennsylvania area, your books are available, and then of course, if they're able to come to your talk, getting more information about the vibrational energy in the book.
Yes, it's the books and the divine timing. I'm also an astrologist by passion. So that's one of my certifications, and I love bringing the divine timing into it. So you can use that as well. They say sell to the market. How about sell to the divine timing? And then you can be ahead of the market.
Excellent. I know we're in quite a bit of transition right now as a society, and people probably have a little more time to read. Now we're during our quarantine / lockdown, whatever you want to call it, than they normally do. So hopefully they're out reading. They'll take a look at your website, order the book, and get something very exciting, very high vibe, as you say. And then they'll come and meet you in person in May.
I would adore that. I love meeting new people, and I love connecting, that one-on-one thing. So
excellent. Anything else we should add for those that might be able to attend the Expo in May?
If you attend the Expo in May, I will be so thrilled to see you, and I would be happy to give you a way to access free copies of my books. So if you are out and about that day, I will make sure that you have plenty to read when you go back home.
Excellent. Excellent. Show us your book cover again so we can look at the website. They can Google you and get the website.
All right. So this is Pure Fire. There we go. And you can see there are dragons, there are kingdoms, there are crystals. It's a high vibe adventure about fate versus free will in a world where magic picks favorites.
Wow, that sounds very exciting and very interesting.
Thank you.
Well, I look forward to seeing you again in May. And for the viewer, please go to Kristalyn's website, and check out her books. And we hope to see you May 3rd at noon for her talk.
I am holding space for only the most beautiful things.
Thanks so much, Kristalyn.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.